The redemption arc! Not really. But kind of. But not really. Hey everybody! Welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. Still chugging away at Buried Memory, but I think we'll finish today. I decided to sort of start with this little clip. I decided to start with this little clip because of the fact that, like, I didn't practice the raid at all, since last time. I didn't practice the raid at all since last time, but I woke up today, this happened today, this video. But I woke up today ready to do my re-clears, and I got, like, perfect sleep the night before, perfect diet yesterday, perfect breakfast today. And the improvement's right there. Like, I haven't done this in a week, and I did, like, phenomenally better. Like, 10 times better already. I didn't die as many times. Or maybe I did, but I didn't get knocked off the platform over and over and get a bunch of Vuln stacks. I still got a few. That's why I still played the laugh track and was like, you know, I kind of redeemed myself from last time I did this raid, but at the same time, not really. I still fucked up quite a few times there. But I think last time was a complete fucking disaster. I think this was a humongous improvement compared to last time. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna open with this, especially because it's kind of appropriate right now that FF14 is like, you know, well, it's that point. It's, you know, they added a new raid tier, so it's like popping off on Twitch right now with footage of fucking everybody progging Savage right now. Well, yeah, the new Savage raid tier came out today, and everybody's been progging the fuck out of that. So I was like, you know what? I'll start with this. As soon as the World First race is crazy. Like, I don't know, it might be over by now. I haven't checked in a while, but like I was watching it pretty intently this morning after doing I did a couple dailies for the weekly tomes, and then I did re-clears for the raid gear. That's what this was basically. And I kept this little video because I was like, yes, I improved a bunch, and I felt like happy and proud of myself. This person says, somebody said, you know, I was dead for the Tank Buster, so some poor DPS took it, I think, right? I think somebody said, don't run it into the rest of the raid. They put an XD face, like they weren't being angry about it. But the other person still got a little defensive and said, I didn't, I ran it to the empty circle. Let's verify that. Let's play it back. What did they do? Also, that bun girl right there, you know? Surprisingly, I didn't even notice her until this video. I was so focused on the fight and staying alive and doing better than last time, I never even noticed her or what she was wearing until literally right now, while watching this back. Let's see. Did they actually fuck up or not? So, I just collapsed dead right there. Dead. Anyway, who got the Tank Busters? Derek? That's the one who said they didn't run it into the group. They tried not to. They ran they ran towards my dead body, well, because there was nobody here, but unfortunately everybody else had the same fucking idea, so it wasn't their fault. And then that's why half the fucking raid group just wiped away. Who was it? My co-tank should have been the other one, right? Kinji, yeah. Yeah, they were fine. Yeah, if they had done what I did on the first Tank Buster earlier in the fight, it would have been fine, where me and Kinji stood on the same platform, but just away from each other. I guess, yeah, that was a little earlier. But instead, they had the idea of running over here, crossing the bridge all the way over here, where it was nice and empty. But everybody else had the same fucking idea. When you don't have voice chat to communicate quickly, these things happen. So it wasn't their fault. Everybody just got the same exact idea, was all. But somebody in the party was like, don't run the tank buster into the party. And it's like, well, he didn't do it on purpose. He was trying to get away from everybody else. You know? Yeah, somebody just said, if you get it, take one for the team. Don't run it into the party. And yeah, they were like, I didn't. I ran it into the empty circle. Which they did. But everybody else followed him. That was the problem. Wasn't his fault. It wasn't anybody's fault. They all just had the same idea, unfortunately. I can't blame him for that, for sure. Them cheeks over there. Anyway, something else I had originally intended to open up this stream with, which was kind of funny. What happened after this? Okay, that was it. Different video clip from the other day. The Moonfire Fair event finally came to an end. The last fireworks for this year. Well, on the beach anyway. I had Alice take a look. This was literally the last fireworks session. This is the morning where the event ended. And this was like less than 15 minutes before the event ended. In real time. And it was morning in-game too. So I was like, it's not going to last another cycle. By the time it's nighttime again, the event will be gone. So that was literally the last fireworks right there. That was the last fireworks display. See, look at the top right corner. Eorzea time, 5:10 a.m. Local time, 7:45 a.m. 15 minutes before the event ended a few days ago. So I was really curious. I was like, is all of this just gonna disappear? What the fuck's gonna happen? So I decided to stay and watch. I could have stayed here, but I was like, no, fuck that, that's not fun. I'm gonna go climb the damn tower, which I did. Not all the way, though. I'd already climbed it on this character just like with Leon, but I was like, I'll just go part way, because I won't make it in time. And yeah, I made it here, and I only had 5 minutes left. I wasn't going to try to do the small pegs and everything. I was like, let's see what the fuck happens when the event ends. Does it literally just disappear? What the fuck happens? People are yelling, it's gonna go! I refuse! They're all like, it's coming! The end is nigh! Oh yeah, I should show the chat here. Somebody said the end is nigh, and I said, the respite afforded this land was but fleeting. And then all of a sudden... Yep, it literally just disappears and everybody just falls to their fucking death. Just like that. Tilted Towers is gone! People are crying, no! My knees! Some people are sad because they never made it up. They had 2+ weeks to do it. And, some of the people here were like, they were saying stuff like, I've been trying for the past few days, but I never made it, you know? That's gotta suck. You know, you're trying your hardest. At the last few days, you think, I got this. It's just a few days of progging. And no, you didn't make it. And now it's like, when is it gonna come back? Maybe next year? Maybe not for 2 years? Maybe not, never. Because I heard the last time they had this event for the Moonfire Fair event was like literally 2 years ago. It's like, yikes. That's a long time ago. That means I barely missed it. Because I started playing 2 years ago. But I started in September. So if I had started playing a month earlier, not only would there was a sale in August of that year, I remember, for the collector's edition for all the expansions, all of them. I looked it back retroactively. I would have started if I'd known that then. Retroactively, I went back and just happened to see the news post on the history of the website. But anyway, if I'd started playing a month earlier, I would have been able to do this if that was when they last had it. Wonder what kind of impression of the game it would have given me if I would have done this event and this jump puzzle, right? Anyway, I think that's about it. How did I end this video? At some point, I think I just randomly hit the share button. Just to end it. Yeah, I just hit it right here, I guess. Everyone said their goodbyes and went on their way. I think that was hilarious, though. The fact that the whole tower literally just disappears. It just disappears, like, into thin air, like it was never there. Everyone just comes crashing down, and the music just goes back to normal. And it was at this moment, by the way, that I realized I forgot to actually buy more of the little fireworks and the little fire pits that they were selling for the event. In fact, I think I never bought a single one because I kept putting it off. I was like, I'll buy some later. And then the whole event went by and, yeah. Feels bad, man. But yeah, a lot of these people, they were so close to making it to the top. They had their only opportunity. They ran out of time. And now they're just like...
Do bullshit. Emotional damage.
It is what it is, though. They had 2 weeks. They had 2 weeks. What else can you do? Alright, enough of this palaver. Let's actually get into the damn game. Now, I mentioned that I was doing the reclears of the raids for the holy shit. Scared the crap out of me. I was doing the reclears of the raids for the gear, right? Uh-oh. Okay. I was like, is everything alright? Yeah, it's good now. And look, there it is. Oh, shit! Yep. Last week, when I did it on stream, I got the helmet and the feet. The shoe pieces. The shoes and the helmet. And this morning, didn't even take that many tries. I only had to redo 2 of them. One of them being... No, actually, that was my... Yeah. I only had to redo 2 of them. One of them, thankfully, was not the giant fucking tree that knocked me off the platform so many times. The one that I opened the stream with. Yeah. I got it. The obnoxious ring of fucking fire on my back. That thing is fucking... It's... Okay, maybe it's not distracting, but it's damn close, dude. Like, look at this thing. It's burning my bed, dude. This is crazy. Hold on, this will look better with the Dark Knight. There it is. Oh, shit. Hey, look, it goes with the... It goes through the ring. It penetrates it. Yeah, I mean, look at this shit, dude. I realized I got the best 2 pieces first. Or 3, I guess. Because I had no idea the shoes were thigh-high boots. They can't even see the fact that I don't even have the pants yet. The pants I'm already wearing almost look like they go with it. The gloves obviously don't, but they're not like a huge piece that distracts from the rest. It almost looks like I already have the full gear set. Just because I went, by coincidence, I got the shoes and the helmet first, and then the chest piece, which is the majority of it, today. I didn't realize it came with a cape. The Ring of Fire, like, distracts you so much. Or distracted me so much when I saw other people wearing it, I didn't even realize it came with a goddamn cape, dude. There's no way to turn the effect off, as far as I know, either. Oh, wait, we should check. Or not the... Let's check this. Oh, no visor effect. Okay. But yeah, there it is. Looked like Satan himself came to Atheris and... Well, that's not too far. I mean, Pandemonium is based on Hell. Just like it was in FF2. Pandemonium was basically Hell. But yeah, there it is. So next week, I believe I'll be getting the gloves or the legs. I might go for the gloves first, because I'm guessing they're probably like really long gauntlets that go to the elbow. It'll finish the look. The pants, you can hardly even fucking see them, so getting them will be a waste if I want it for aesthetics, you know? Like, you can barely even see the pants, so when I get them, you won't even notice them. But I think I might go for the gloves first. Pretty tight. Anyway, let's get back to looking how we're supposed to. A Cuban retired drug lord, or no? This. There we go. Just doing the re-clears and like literally no more than 3 dailies, Alliance Raid and Expert in level 90. I'm already like halfway capped out on the tomes. It's such a light little grind. Like, it's not try-hard at all. Again, it's what I was saying last stream, how this is very casual-friendly. It's very easy to keep up with gear in this game. There's no, like, horrible retention mechanic type incentives that just, like, holds you hostage to the game. I know Asmon's talked about it a lot too, but it really is underappreciated. Well, I guess not really. People just don't... I guess it's one of those things where it's... when it's good, you don't notice it because it's good, right? Like user interface, kind of. It's nice to know you can always take a break and not fall behind, basically. Anyway. I'm gonna fix my chat log a little bit. That off. Sometimes I forget I'm in that link show and then I see activity and I'm like, oh, I should probably get rid of that. I like that though. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's get on with it. Let's go see what, I want to start with the Totaro quest. It might actually be longer than 6.1s. Since that one was just kind of the setup. Soaring Profits, there it is. Let's see what the fuck Totaro's up to. Her little business venture. I heard this one requires you to complete the Heavensward Alliance raids? That might explain why I was getting that one a lot more in Alliance Raid Roulette, but maybe not. No, not really. It's just a side quest. Nobody's gonna... Yeah, and I think that was just a coincidence. But yeah. Last time was just a short setup, I guess. This time it's probably gonna be longer, maybe. Let's see. Yep. There's the red bills. I heard this questline is basically going to encompass, like, interacting with everybody who came to help us at the end of Endwalker. Everybody who basically came to contribute their share of the adamantite we needed to upgrade the spaceship at the last second so we could reach Ultima Thule. Regina has samples that need delivering, and the anticipation of adventure strikes you like a bracing wind. Of course, it's what I live for. I've said that multiple times. Let's do it. Why, hello there. Your arrival could not have been more timely. Mistress Totaro has but just left instructions for another batch of deliveries. Okay. She sends her regards, of course. Today she is in Idleshire for business with Rowena's House of Splendors, and tomorrow we'll no doubt find her in some other far-flung corner of the realm. We mustn't be outdone, Leon. Alright. What do you need me to do? This time our samples are destined for 2 organizations in Kurthus, an arrangement made possible by none other than Master Sicard. Okay. He contacted his dear friend Lord Emanuele de Portom, who was kind enough to spread word of the boutique to his own contacts across Ishgard. It hardly took any time for the first letter of interest to reach us, and once these samples have been delivered, that interest will be piqued to a passion. Sounds good? Or so I have been assured. Lord Emanuele has insisted he will take care of all the particulars and bid me convey with enthusiasm that he looks forward to accompanying you on the deliveries. Okay. Now then, regarding that secret mission of ours... Nice voice crack. What do you got? Oh shit, they're getting really secretive about this. What the hell's going on? A gorgeous sapphire, is it not? It will make a beautiful necklace once restored. Excuse me. A keepsake of not only Mistress Totaro's mother, but that of her many friends and allies from across the realm. Oh yeah! I forgot about that little mini side quest, which was part of this quest line. I'm just saying it was something that was a little off to the side kind of thing. Restoring Totaro's necklace that Pippin gave us, right? Oh shit. Excuse me. I am confident that someone of your experience has a most discerning eye for mementos. Bring back anything you think will make a worthy addition. Sure. Wait, is this whole questline gonna boil down to, like, adding more to it and, like, restoring and upgrading Totaro's little keepsake from her mother or whatever? And with that, I will leave these samples in your capable hands and eagerly await your safe return. Or was it her father? I think it was her dad, right? Either way, I think this questline is gonna be a to be continued thing for all of Newfound Adventure, I guess, or Endwalker's post game, whatever you want to consider it, call it. No? Let's go see what's up. Oh, somebody else is doing this quest right now. Look at this. My fellow lore hunters. Because it's not a feature quest, it's not a blue icon, it doesn't unlock anything. It's literally just people doing it for the story. Like, if you go... Oh, shit! Well, now we'll do it after this. I forgot I actually wanted to start with this Savage quest. The Unlocking Savage. For the Savage raid tier that just came out today. Before doing this one, but I totally... I was about to say, you go there and it's packed full of people. Whoops. Oh well, we'll do it after this. Leon, old boy. It's good to see a rosy glow in your cheeks, considering that dreadful business with the imminent destruction of mankind and the end of times and whatnot. Yeah, it's good to see you too, Manly. It's been a while.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
Yes, indeed. Look, he agrees with the soundbite. Who better to distribute exquisite arms and equipments than a bona fide hero such as yourself? Well, I have two parties with simply ravenous interest in your products, dear chap. Oh yeah? What do you got, man? The first of whom so happens to be rather exquisite herself. My dearest Lady Lanaeat. You still won't leave her alone, huh? Still chasing after her? After all this time? Be so good as to precede me to the Rose House. I shall be along promptly, of course, just as soon as I'm coiffed and powdered. Yeah, he really hasn't given up on that. My god. Leon's like, seriously? His face is just like... This dude is still chasing after her. After all this time. What do you guys think? Is she gonna be more receptive now, or is she still gonna be like, Jesus Christ, this guy will never leave me alone. He just doesn't take the fucking hint. I know. We'll find out. Well met, Leon. It's good to see you hailing home. What's up, milady? I should have bowed before talking to her. Shit. Thank you for personally making the trip. I know your obligations are many. That's all good. Truth be told, your arrival could scarce have had better timing. While our erstwhile troubled relations with the Vanavanu improved by the day, we have been forced to reconsider our current munitions due to recent incidents of... I have come, my darling Blossom! Behold, Emmanueline the Executioner, here to smite your foes with ruthless ardor. What? Oh my god. Are you fucking serious right now? Oh my god, I can't believe he's writing that! Is he really trying this hard to impress her right now? All jokes aside, it's not a bad piece of glamour. It actually looks kind of cool. Well, I strike a rather smashing silhouette, do I not? Why, Sicard could not have found a better man to gift these samples to. Jeez. He's wasting perfectly good gear on himself just to use it as glamour to impress this chick. Surely such splendid armor could be put to better use than fashion, Lord Emmanueline. Could I not prevail upon your better senses to relinquish that gear to those who might appreciate its practicality? Exactly what I just said. He's like, oh shit.
Bruh, look at this dude.
Far be it from me to deny any request of yours, Lady Laniat. Only I must confess that I may have slightly exaggerated Sicard's generosity in the matter of gifting these. Really? You paid for them, didn't you? Oh my god, I just realized his thighs are showing too. Ah, you mean to say you borrowed them? No doubt without his knowledge or consent. Oh shit, even worse. I was thinking he meant he paid good money for this and didn't want to let it go now. No. He really fucked up, didn't he? And why should I have expected otherwise? Friends may forgive, but it bears repeating that your clients deserve at least a modicum of professionalism. You do have other clients, don't you? Of course I have. And of no little celebrity at that. You remember the Red Bills, of course. Of course. And I was like, I haven't seen those dudes in ages. But we did see, what's his name? Sicard, or sorry, what the hell was this guy's name again? Well, him and Kate Sith showed up during Endwalker, so... The Sky Pirates? That an experienced adventurer should know them hardly surprises me, but how does a privileged son of House Forton come to make their direct acquaintance? It was a happy coincidence of ale and circumstance, I assure you. As Leon here can attest, an unbiased range of social contacts is the essential arsenal of not just adventurers, but any gentleman of consequence. Yeah, what he said. Unbiased is all very well, but... Sky Pirates are precisely the problem I was speaking of earlier, Leon, before we were... interrupted. Anyway. Recently, self-proclaimed Sky Pirates have been marauding trading vessels with troubling audacity. Even the Sky Steel Manufactory has reported stolen property at the hands of these ruffians. Troubling news indeed, though I cannot imagine fellows as amicable as our Red Bills could be responsible. Still, if we should hear aught of it, I shall send word directly. Now then, Leon? Off we trot to the infamous Parak. I have been told to seek out a certain red standard upon Coldwind. How the pulse quickens. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, buddy. Let's do it. Again, it's not terrible though. It is a pretty cool looking outfit, I gotta say. I feel like it could go well for a warrior. Like a warrior glam, you know? Big axe. I wonder if that's an actual outfit, too. Look at this fool posing with it, too. This looks rather promising, wouldn't you say? I'll leave the rest to your uncanny sense of direction, old boy. To the Parok we go. Of course. I'm so glad we actually get some closure now on some of the side content we did. In FF14 before, you know, finishing the story. We get some aftermath closure with this questline, basically. It's basically fan service. A reward for having done all the side content, aside from the fact that they all show up at the end of Endwalker to help you out. You know? Well, well. If you ain't the very picture of health, Leon, saving the star from complete annihilation didn't tax you over much then, eh? This one deserves this.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
It's been ages, guys. It's been ages. Dude, this is giving me flashbacks to when we did that stream. When I was, you know, playing through Heavensward on stream, and we were sitting here for like, what, the first night I had to pop out of queue because maintenance was starting. But the other nights we had to just sit there waiting for the Alliance raid to pop. We were just like, I edited those waiting segments and waiting in queue segments out from YouTube, so you know people watching this in the future won't know about that. But anyone who was there live was just like, yeah, we're just chilling, waiting for the raid to pop. Or the queue pop, sorry. Let me guess, it was not compared to all the blowing and scraping required of the mercantile genteel. Did I say that right? Yeah. Don't tell me this dandy is what wooed you from the life with sweet nothings of financial comfort. Leofard, my good man, you know as well as I that the only one wooing Leon into anything is yourself. Don't think your interest in our mutual friend here escaped my notice. Your aim all along was less about armaments than it was an audience with Leon, was it not? Aww. You wanted to see me again that badly, huh? Not bad for a dandy. I might have had me sights on a touching reunion between Leon and myself, but that's not to say I won't be needing those samples. See, I have a job that could right benefit from both your keen sense and those pieces you brought me. So long as they're half the quality of what Amandalane was showing off in the alehouses anyway. I can count on your participation, yes? You'll be duly compensated, of course. Just name your price. Alright, sure, I'm down to help you out. I was about to say one last time, but why write it off? Maybe there can be more adventures with these guys in the future, right? Parts of a necklace? For Tataru herself, eh? Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. We're trying to help her restore a keepsake. I'd have preferred something you might make use of. Well, I'm not in need of anything at the moment, so just consider it a favor for a friend. But far be it from me to dictate what a man does with his booty. If that's your recompense, I'll see what I can do. Milady? Stacia, that was her name. Now that we have you on board, allow me to elaborate. It seems another band of petty thieves has been masquerading as sky pirates and harrying honest traders as of late. Oh, this again, huh? This is just like how the Heavensward Alliance raid started, literally. So you've heard of them. Aye, these so-called monstrous cockatoos don't exactly strike fear into the heart of man, but they're being a right nuisance. And now they've gone and made things personal. You remember the Rymio, don't you? The captain's old airship? Yeah. Well, after what happened in Dune Scaife, we've been commissioning the finest airship parts from across the realm for the construction of her successor. Oh, still no luck on that, huh? Only to have those cock-and-pert nincompoops pillage the very Skysteel manufactory vessel that was carrying our precious cargo! Oh, damn.
You bastard!
Those bastards. The nerve of some people, eh? Makes me mouth-watering. He senses adventure. A chance to restore the good old days, even temporarily, huh? Of course, once the cockatoos realized whose property they pilfered, they flew into a panic and holed up in Idleshire after stashing the goods somewhere. This is where you and your samples come in. We want you to take Leofard and... Before you spill the rest, Stacia, let's make sure our friend here is still up for a spot of fouling. How about it then? I have been craving game bird lately. Let's fucking do it, man!
Dylan!
I got nothing better. I knew I was right to call you. Those downy ducklings won't know what plucked them. Hell yeah. Let's fucking do it! Quite so. With Leon returned and our crew complete, victory over these ne'er-do-wells is most certainly assured. I'm happy to see that Cait Sith actually, you know, settled in quite nicely with the Red Bills here. After we finish the Void Ark quests. I'm happy to see he became part of the crew, and naturally so, you know. Like, he just fit in really well. Got a little scarf. By the by, would you have any terrible objections if I informed the Rose Knights of your designs upon these charlatans? The Knights are affiliated with House Halenhart, you see, and thus have particular interest in recovering the contents of that Skysteel vessel. I know my the most capable Lady Lanayat simply will not rest until she has brought these scoundrels to justice. Can't say it's an alliance I've ever considered. But so long as I get all the cockatoo undue, our knights most thorny are welcome to catch and cage as they see fit. Splendid! Lady Lanayat shall be very glad to hear it. Overjoyed, even. Yes. She may simply be unable to contain her unbounded delight. I must away!
Look at this dude.
What a fool, right? Not awaiting us in Idleshire, but danger and subterfuge. But such is more tempting to our ilk than lovely knights, eh? Let's be off. I'll explain the rest of our gambit once we get there. Yeah. More tempting than lovely knights. Not to a manual. That's. I remember saying back then. Oh shit! Free teleport to Idleshire. Nice. I think I remember saying on stream back then when we did the Void Art quest that I was kind of looking forward to an opportunity to actually see these guys be reused for another quest in the future. You know. I think I said something like they haven't done that yet, but maybe in the future they will, like after Endwalker. And here we are, 6.2 baby. I, for one, am most indignant by how well he looks. Yeah, I notice he has a new outfit on. What is this? Between Leofard hoarding all the shiny baubles and Kate Sith coveting all the maps and scrolls, the Red Bills ain't been selling much in the way of treasure lately. To be frank, we're flat broke. Sure, restoring the good name of Sky Pirates is a matter of pride, but we simply can't afford to lose those airship parts. Boy, hard times then, huh? Well, it doesn't look like hard times for this dude. Look at him. That is snazzy. Who's the dandy now, you ask? I reckon my reputation precedes me in these parts, and the legendary red-billed Leofard, that's his name, ain't known for togs like these. Though I could get used to this. Comfortable, practical, and with a sense of style to boot. Ain't often you find that holy triad in battle gear. Quite the line you're touting. Well, thanks, Leofard. I think I did a good job putting together an outfit that fills all three of those check marks myself. I'd like to think so, but maybe other people see my outfit and they're just like... I don't know. I'd like to think I put together a stylish but practical outfit. At least for a gunbreaker, anyway. Which brings us to your role in my master plan. While it ain't easy laying low in a motley place like Idleshire, these cock-a-hoop cowards, I almost said bastards, have been managing it well enough. So to lure them out, we're gonna spread savory rumors of a black market merchant, looking to fence fine contraband for even finer coin. That's you. Just strike up a chat with any adventurers or peddlers that seem like to share hearsay. I'll be playing your handsome bodyguard, so rest assured I've got your back, master. Well, that explains the outfit then. It's almost like literally the default gunbreaker outfit at level 60. He's gonna play the part of a bodyguard, I guess that fits. I've taken the liberty of preparing your guise. It ain't as flattering as Leofard's, but you should fit the part nicely in this. Oh, I have to change outfits too, huh? Leofard is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side, yada yada. Oh wait, it says something different. And continue wearing the black market merchant guise. Okay. To complete quest objectives. Let's do it! 30 minutes. Oh my god, I look like that asshole merchant from... They came with glasses too, I got specs! It's a transfiguration or whatever. A guise, I guess. So you can't mess with it. It comes as a set. Hold on. If I have a bodyguard, it's conspicuous for me to be carrying my own weapon, right? There we go. Leofard, where the fuck's your weapon, dude? I don't see him... You're supposed to be strapped, dude. If you're supposed to be my bodyguard, what's up? He's got nothing. I don't see a gun on him or anything. This gear fits me surer than a glove. I wish I could wear my own scarf with it. How each Red Bill wears their scarf is their business. Whether they sport it outright or keep it tucked away has no bearing on their rank or allegiance. I don't ask on principle. But I'll admit that I'm dreadfully curious as to where you keep yours. Uh-oh. Shit. He knows, doesn't he?
Wait till you see the... no.
Yeah. I kind of put mine in the glamour dresser and then never thought about it again after that. Sorry, buddy. I've never worn it once. God, I feel so bad now. If he knew, he'd just be like... Station, I shall be following your progress from the shadows. I initially thought to volunteer my services as the merchant in this charade, but... Well, the guys was rather baggy on me. You know what? Now I want to do this... I want to make sure to do this on my alts. At least one of them. And actually be wearing the scarf. And then see if he still says that, or if his dialogue changes if you're actually wearing it. I doubt it though, because that would mean they would have to program it to detect if you're wearing it as a glamour, or, you know, on your person. But that dialogue doesn't even come until you're wearing this. It's until you're under the guy's status, buff, effect, whatever. So maybe he'll always just say the same thing. I don't know. I gotta remember that though. When I play through the game again as Zero, which I will do on stream, when we get to this part, we gotta do that. I gotta put on the Red Bill scarf just to see if he says anything different. I gotta make a note of it. You know what? Just so I don't forget, I'll go ahead and actually make a glam before I go to bed tonight. With the Red Bill scarf or whatever. Just as a reminder, because I won't be playing through this game again as Zero for a very long time, so I'll probably forget. We will eventually though, don't worry. So that's... Contrabandists? Well, I do know of some sky pirates new to town. And just the other day I overheard them discussing their latest windfall. Really? Ah, yes, just the sort of enterprising folk we're looking for. You think you could help us pin them down? I'll do what I can. I'm no stranger to sky pirates, so I'll ask around. Alright. What do we got? Alright, Leofard's riding bitch. Can't see him, but we gotta get around faster. Should have pulled out the car instead. But, you know, since the NPC doesn't actually ride in the mountain with you, it's kind of like whatever. A merchant yourself, are you? Perhaps I'm overstepping, but consider this friendly advice. Seeking out sky pirates dressed in such stereotypical garb is akin to dangling a sign from your neck reading, "Purge my purse." Oh, the righteous Red Bills may pity you, dear sir, but few else. Little does he know that's actually what we're going for. We're trying to lure these bastards out. Righteous? Righteous ain't never been to my liking, mate. I just can't abide them reprobates what don't honor the creed of sky pirating. Dude, you're blowing our cover right now. Or so you can imagine, Red Bill Leofard might say, eh? Nice save, dumbass. Not that it's any matter of ours. Anyhow, should you find someone looking to offload or dubiously obtain merchandise, send them our way, will you? If you insist. But don't say I didn't warn you. He doesn't know, Keck W. He lacks critical information, Pepe laughed. Yeah, let me see. Maybe they updated it. Oh, I doubt it. What the fuck is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Feels bad, man. So it brings me back to the FF15 days. Oh shit, I missed it. Wait, what the hell is this one? I don't think I've ever come to this corner before. Gobbies. Just chilling and doing stuff, I guess. See, now this is a merchant just asking to get fucking robbed or shot at and mugged on in an alley somewhere. Sporting a car like this, when there's pirates around that'll happily, like, steal all my shit if they could. Whoa! There's Leofard. Shh! Yes, yes! Gobby Eye catches such sky stealers. Sky stealers come to claim busy deal at Craftforge, but bring no trade goods for Jingly Shine. Great laugh joke for Gobby merchants. Sky stealers leave with Grumpface. Gobby does not understand why Uplanders wish to trade tongue flaps with Grumpface sky stealers, but happy to hand lend for more laugh jokes. They want to laugh more, I guess. Much obliged. If all goes to plan, we'll have you laugh joking over their sorry hides for summers to come. Great happiness. For goodly Uplanders, Gobby shares one more laugh joke. Sky Stealer's wine cry about calling strong friend as a... Wait, calling strong friend as a shame run. Friend may be strong, but Skystealer brain cases are still airy light. Wait. I have to screw myself over. And I did. Damn it. I was like, no, the arrow said up, god damn it. Anyway. Speaking of having brain cases that are airy light, me. So I fucked that up. Any optionals? No. Alright, what's up, Leopard? Just gonna sit here and pretend to shoot the shit, see if we get ambushed? Oh, I guess not. So, are we the talk of the town yet? As far as I can tell, you're strong contenders. Perhaps second only to rumors about a mysterious intimidator who's cast their lot in with the cockatoos. The big friend he was talking about? The big cheese! Or strong friend, actually, he said. Only natural that those sniveling whelps hired a browbeater, but what thickhead willingly courts the rancor of Red Bill Leofard? Good question. I kind of said that half-jokingly, because, I mean, do these guys really have that reputation? Well, I guess they do after last time, yeah. Well, I suppose a few names come to mind. But no matter, our plan proceeds as discussed. Let's take to the streets and wait for our clients to come crawling, eh? You the boss, man. Lead the way. Oh my god, it's literally the same guys, isn't it? The same bastards that Leofard scared the shit out of at the very beginning of the Void Ark Alliance raid side quests in Heavensward. Well there! Are you the traitor looking to chaffer with the monstrous cockatoos? It's the same bastards. Look, see, he recognized them. He's like, oh, it's these fucking idiots again. I think it's Chafer. Chafer? With scrags like you? Fury and me, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Got him. Voice! Red Bill Leofard!
You bastard!
He recognized him immediately. As you live and breathe. Not for long, though, if you don't hand over what you and your dicky bird stole. Bluster all you'd like, Red Bill, but you ain't getting the better of us this time. We've treated with a sky pirate that'll crush you to pumice. Oh shit. Suddenly he's talking big, after getting scared away like a wimp last time. Look, our memories of Gigi and Hildebrand are back there. I like they're in the shot by coincidence. And there you were thinking this would be ever so simple, were you not, my dear Leofard? Watch it be that chick. What's her name? Of course. Who else would it be? This whole thing is just fan service throwback to the Void Ark quests. All the characters are here. Yep. Everyone. She's smoking a pipe. The first time since like A Realm Reborn that I've seen someone actually smoke anything on screen. Funny enough, I think it was Realm Reborn. Not in the slightest. I was thinking surely Rodley on her talons would never sink so low as to become lackeys to a lackey. But here you are. I might even start to pity you. Damn, the chirps! Oh, that's where the Asgardian thigh boots come from. I was wondering where they actually came from when I used them for Alice's Glam. Those who might have been paying attention to the Moonfire Fair event video that I started, well, that I did at the beginning of the video. At the beginning of the stream, sorry. And that is where you consistently underestimate me, Red Bill. I would stop at nothing to realize my desires. Or were the sweet memories we made together in Dune Scathe not enough to convince you of that? She does make a good point there. Hey, but we saved your life. But then she kind of repaid it, so... I guess we're even, so all bets are off, right? But I suppose I might be willing to overlook your stubborn indifference and return those stolen airship parts you so desperately seek, if you would but call me your captain. Oh, hell no. She's gonna try to make him kneel right here in front of everybody. Completing that airship means more to me than you'll ever understand. I ain't leaving here without me stolen goods. Oh God, is he actually gonna do it? Is he putting his pride on the line? If they're worth recovering, that is. You there, Cockalorum. You didn't leave that plunder in wind-expected territory, did you? Of course you did. Head's as empty as a tosspot's tankard. Those airship parts are embedded with highly calibrated corrupted crystals. Put them in any contact with wind sprites and they're no better than glorified scrap. Oh, so his merchandise is fucked. Oh, wait a moment. He said contact, didn't he? How many wind sprites go contacting the rock formations on Providence, eh? It'll be fine. Utada, you've got hands on an airship, yes? Damn, he fucked up hella bad. Take her to Providence and go pick up our stolen goods. Some genius hid them under a rock. He just gave it all away like a dumbass. Damn, he got so bad. You were bluffing? Obviously. Don't make me doubt your intelligence, Rodlia. What airship needs parts that can't handle a little wind? Ha! Doubt what you'd like, Leofard. I hardly need bloody airship bits to beat you into submission. They want to fight. Let me slip into something more comfortable. Although I really wanted to hit the first answer too, though. She doesn't recognize me yet, does she? She lacks critical information.
Wait till you see the no.
I gotta shorten this. It lasts too long. Leon? That's right. Did you say Leon? As in the Leon Starcrest? Since when was he a friend of the Red Bills? Wow. Since like literally 2 minutes after he scared your ass off last time we met, assholes. Seems I'm not the only one whose name is worth something in these parts. I'm still prettier though. Fuck you. But Leon's like, whatever. Well then, sweet cockatoos. Let's get about cutting you up into cocka-3s and 4s, shall we? Red Bill by himself is one thing, but Leon's something else. My reputation precedes me, it seems. Ain't nothing for it, lads. Flee for your lives! Yeah, I saw that coming. So much for monstrous. Let's leave them to the garrison. Ain't enough meat on their shivering bones to warrant the chase. Ain't that the truth? Rodlia. I reckon this was little more than a diversion to you, but surely you didn't think I'd fold to such a weak hand. All the more pity that you assumed those airship parts were the only pieces of value taken from me and mine. Wait, what else? He's implying something else there. But no matter. It's time to make your allegiances clear. If you and your talons intend to continue this farce, then we'll have it out, here and now. Well? We scrapping or what? It seems I misjudged my prospects. I had thought those simpletons might amount to more than sibling turntails, but I have neither loyalty nor affection for a useless cockatoo. I suppose I shall have to content myself with this reunion in itself. But you will need more than clever bluffs to evade me next time. Of that you may be certain. Alright, no scrapping. No beating time. Leon's like, feels bad, man. I was looking for a fight. These things you seek out for their sake alone, and no other reason. Or whatever the fuck Zeno says, right? He's all, and no other reason. Isn't that right, adventurer? While sky pirating may prove profitable, villainy shall not. May the cockatoos never forget the lessons learned this day. We'll probably see them again 3 expansions from now. Yeah, probably not, but still. That'd be funny though. It really does make sense for the theme of everything after Endwalker, for them to bring these guys back. Because literally, post Heaven's Word, when we did these Alliance raids, it really wasn't even part of like another bigger story. It was literally its own self-contained adventure for the sake of adventure. Right? And I guess, yeah, sure, we saved the world from being invaded by the 13th and Skashaha and Diablos, but still. Like, the vibe, I said it back then when we were doing these Alliance raids on stream. I was like, the Red Bills and this whole storyline really just feels like just an adventure, right? It wasn't like the Omega storyline, the Stormblood raids or the Evil East raids where it's like, yeah, they're adventures in and of themselves, but it feels like they're a part of something bigger. Which, yeah, the Evil East raids, they tied into the MSQ quite heavily. Which is not a bad thing, I'm just saying. That it makes sense that Leofard and his crew were brought back in post-Endwalker, this whole newfound adventure theme that they're going for. This new storyline of you going back to your roots as an adventurer. It feels appropriate to bring these characters back to that. Because that's what they represent. Which is what they represented back then, is what that was just my long-winded way of saying that. It's just a simple adventure sort of theme. We were standing by in case you needed help, but I'm glad it didn't come to fisticuffs. Sounds like it's only a matter of time before Rodlia tries her luck again, and gods only know what she has in mind. Yeah, thank God that buffoon was enough of an idiot to give away the location of the parts, too. When Leofard, mentioned their... bluffed about their fragility. Those are some fine samples, without question, but nothing beats wearing me own rags again. Go ahead to the Perak and wait for us in my chambers. We'll be along once I've spoken with our knights most thorny. Alright. I just want to make certain those sniveling cockatoos have all had their wings clipped. We'll meet you back at the Perak. Alright. See you there then. Man, again, for people like who have been playing this game since it came out, like Realm Reborn or even before that, and have actually been keeping up with everything, the Alliance raids, all the side content, this must give mad nostalgia vibes. Like, think about it, for someone who's been here, like my brother, for example, who's been playing this since before Heaven's Word. And, like, this has to be very... Like, what... How long ago was that? That was 2015. 2015? That was 7 years ago, the last time you actually got to interact with these guys, the Red Bills and Leofard. The last time you got to interact with them was Cait Sith. 7 fucking years ago. And then wham, they show up for that grand finale. You know, Endwalker. They show up to help with the spaceship and now this. It's gotta be such a treat for people who've been playing since then, you know? Feels good, man. Feels good. Oh. Anywho. Well, Utada says all stolen property is accounted for and finishing touches on our airship proceed apace. And according to the Rose Knights, the cockatoos will be shipped off to the Diadem, where they can enjoy volunteering their services for the betterment of mankind. Oof. They got sent into that oblivion, did they? I know I've met actual gatherers and crafters who are like, they grind that shit for scripts to get glands or another stuff, but they hate being there. They hate how grindy it is. They're just like, please let me out of here. So it's very appropriate that they got sent there. As like a sort of prison sentence. It's kind of like you commit like misdemeanors and shit. What are they? Community service, right? When you get like arrested for something petty, they make you do community service instead of going to jail as a trade-off to not go to jail or something like that. Speaking of which, Captain, what is to become of the miscellanea recovered from the Cockatoo's hoard? I am sure House Halenhart will lay claim to their possessions, but as for the what? The appurtenances of origins unknown. Why are they coming out with all these new words I've never seen before? It's like, what the hell? Like, words they've never used before in FF14. They're just bringing them out now. This has happened at least once every stream since I finished Endwalker. Or maybe even during I noticed this. Worry not, puss. I don't pocket any, what? Jig'em bomb I find like some petty foister. We'll track down the rightful places soon enough, if my prediction holds. Leon? Is that you? If it isn't little Tataru herself. And who's this? It is! You look quite as surprised as I feel to think we'd meet here among the clouds. And sky pirates. I was just finishing up my affairs in Idleshire when who should come asking for me but Red Bill Leofard. Quite the thrilling twist to my day, I'll have you know. How did Madeleine put it? She's got her fingers in more pies than a high street baker? What the fuck? When I got wind she was in Idleshire, it felt like snubbing fate not to enlist her expertise. Okay. Well, I'm exceedingly glad you did, for I have returned triumphant. Allow me to present the famous traveling portraitist Durmert. If I said that right. Portraitist? Wait a minute, is this related to... Portraitist? But of course! Among the recovered items were a number of singularly beautiful paintings. Don't tell me one of them's about, like... Because there's a portrait of Leofard's mom back there. You can't see it right now because of the camera angle. Something to do with his family, maybe? Oh, I am relieved to hear it. When I learned which vessel had fallen prey to sky pirates, I thought those pieces would be lost forever. So you are yet another victim of the monstrous cockatoos. Still, a personal summons to the Peric seems like the sort of social nicety to which the captain is normally intolerant. That means it's personal. It's gotta be. I believe my presence here may have another purpose entirely. You see, Leofard and I are old acquaintances. He commissioned me to paint that portrait, in fact. I knew it! See? The one of his mom, yeah. My beautiful daughter Rymil. She looks perfectly at home here. Wait. Daughter? What? Beautiful daughter?
What?
Is this Graves?
What the fuck?
Aye. Dermot is father to Lady Rymil, the gentlewoman who cared for Leofard as a lad. He abdicated all family affairs to his son, and he became a practicing artist, but he's still a lord in lineage. Holy shit. We're getting so much extra lore on Leofard. This is, you know, like, kind of what I wanted after the Alliance raids in Heavensward were over. I really did want there to be, like, another adventure involving these guys, and if not, a little bit of extra lore, and we're getting it. Yes! You mean to say that the renowned portraitist Durmert is not only your grandfather, but a former lord as well? Oh, you must forgive my blithe introduction from earlier. Now she feels like she's gotta be all formal. Not to forgive, Mistress Tataru. On the contrary, I'm indebted to you for tracking him down so quickly. Thanks to you, this can happen just as I hoped it might. Oh yeah? Construction's about finished on our new airship, and I wanted you here when I christened her. The Rhine will fly again. Or did it... Wait, is it called the Ramili? I think I might have been reading that wrong the whole time. My dear boy, celebrating your mother's life with you continues to be my great honor. When you hung her portrait here, when you named it your first airship, I could see the vestiges of her love shining in your countenance then, just as it is now. And we hope you continue to realize her greatest wish for you, to live as free and unfettered as the sky itself. I know she would be very proud. Aw. The feels are coming in, man. A bit like herding curls, ain't it? Getting us adventuring types all in one room. But well worth the effort, I'd say. I know, because we always want to be out and about, so it is hard to get us into the same room at the same time. Moments like these are meant to be shared. Right. I believe we've got a new airship to fly, and the open sky awaits! Let's do it! Now this is an airship. With how she handles, I could fly to the edge of existence and back without so much as a hiccup. Care to wager that? Which I hear on good authority, or whatever authority a Manolin is, when he's in his cups, you have literally done. Yeah, man, the adamantite you brought was for exactly that. So I could ride a spaceship to the edge of creation and back, just like you said. I reckon I've never been such equal parts awed and envious. Though I'll assume the invitation was simply lost by a post move. I mean, you were there, you did show up. But I'm aware they kind of have to write these with the kind of expectation that some people might not do the alliance raids until after Endwalker, so... Nay, in all candor, I'm certain there are some skies only meant for your eyes. Escapades surpassing even my wildest imaginings. That's an understatement. But yeah. Well, we can leave it at that. So chart the ends of eternity and horizons filled with peril. Just don't think you've seen the last of what wonders these heavens hold. I hope not. Is this a hint, Yoshi P? Are we gonna get another big adventure here in the Heavensward area? I'll come find you again before long, Leon, and I'll bring everything I always promise. That thrilling, heady rush of high adventure. There we go, see? I think they're hinting at something. Yoshi, what's gonna happen? He's teasing a new expansion with these guys, the Red Bills. I'm calling it 7.0. 7.0 is gonna have some side content with these guys. It's gonna be another alliance raid with these guys in particular, maybe. Well, in that case, it'll be like 7.1, won't it? Whatever. You know what I mean. Anyway, maybe it'll just be some other side quest stuff, not another alliance raid. Though farewell may be bitter sorrow, note that it is but fodder for reunions most gay. Very true. I know what he meant. He means gay as in happy, yes. The old school definition of it before it got sort of changed and by our culture into what it is now. Yeah. Fodder for reunions most gay. Nice poetry. This guy should be friends with Urianger. But yeah, I get what he's saying. Yeah, it does make it... It does sort of do that, doesn't it? Like, when you say goodbye, yeah, it is like, ugh, like it sucks, you know, especially when you're really good friends with somebody. But it does make reuniting with them so much sweeter later, you know? It's like, dude, what's up? It's been ages, you know? No need to get mawkish, furball. It ain't as if Leon's dropping off the face of the star. Not permanently, anyhow. I was like, I did do that. For a little bit. We'll meet again soon enough. I like how our airship just turns so slowly, like... Although Cait Sith is liable to mope like a damp kitten till we do. Oh, he's getting outed! He's like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. I expect these parts will be free of half-baked brigands for a time yet, but should you ever find yourself in need of a red bill, don't hesitate to call. This one's for Cait Sith. Trying to hide how much he misses me. Well, right on, buddy. Thank you. There's no small comfort knowing our airships may distribute their wares in safety. As for you, Leon, we'll be in touch. Looking forward to it, buddy. This is cool. They really are teasing going on another big adventure with these guys. I like it. See, I'm really starting to feel like at least everything from between here and 7.0, but maybe even 7.0 itself, is gonna involve all these side content characters. I'm feeling like they're gonna do that. Like, maybe the next patch where they add more to this little story, they might include Ramza and Ramza and his family on the Prima Vista from the Stormblood Alliance raids, right? And they'll be talking about, maybe they'll hint at the same thing, like, hey, like we might be going on an adventure soon. We'll be in touch. It's gonna be some cool shit. Well, that was invigorating. While I'd love nothing more than to catch our collective breath over a cup of tea, business called me to Ishgard. No rest for the enterprising and talented, as they say. Shall we, Dermot? Might I persuade you to accompany us? I should very much like to hear of your adventures. Painting subjects I find personally inspiring is a particular credo of mine, and I dare say you have brushed shoulders with more than a few individuals of note. You could say that. Sure. I'll talk your ear off if that's what you want. Thank you for indulging in old man's eccentricities. Now then, perhaps you could begin with the adventures you shared with Leofard and his crewmates. Oh, well, I got a lot to talk about there. You want a link to my old YouTube videos? What the fuck was that? My old YouTube videos. I haven't even finished uploading them yet. I'm still in the middle of doing that. I think I just barely got to Realm Reborn. He left me a present. Or maybe it's for Tataru, but... Oh, that's right! It's what we asked for in return. That's payment. Leofard intentionally offloaded this in our direction. That's... Whatever could it be? I think we gotta keep that a secret from you for now. Whatever it is, Leofard's a man of his word. He remembers what I asked for. How mysterious! But now that I think of it, Leofard did mention sending something along when he asked me to track down Durnmerch. Well, I would make quite the sight lugging this around to all my meetings, so might I ask you to hold on to it for the time being? I trust you not to run off with my share of the reward. Oh, don't worry, Tataru. I wouldn't even dream of it. A gift from the notorious Redbills. You know, they're rather a nice sort of sky pirate, don't you think? Of course.
Dylan!
For Leofard.
You son of a bitch.
This is such a feel-good thing. I love how we're getting all this, like, really lighthearted feel-good stuff after Endwalker. It's really a nice way to decompress from it. Because keep in mind, all these quests that are just being drip-fed to us, like, every 4 months or so, will eventually just be accessible right off the bat to anyone new playing through the story, you know, months from now, years from now. So, to them, it'll be like, they can just bang all this out back-to-back right after Endwalker, and it'll feel like a very nice way to come down off of it before going into whatever comes next. In terms of, like, MSQ and all that, you know? A bright and energetic young lady is your employer, Leon. I hope shepherding me back to Ishgard did not delay her business over long. The tales you shared on the journey here were beyond anything I could have anticipated. Never have I heard such inspiring episodes of daring do. Though I may not know them personally, I find myself fascinated by the individuals you described, the comrades and acquaintances of your journeys. Yes, I believe I shall remain in the capital to paint for a time. Should you desire a portrait, I would happily part with it for the cost of its supplies. Find me here and we can make the arrangements. Wait, really? I look forward to taking up my brush. Let us speak again once you have fulfilled your current obligations. The hell's this gonna unlock? Something like... I'm guessing this is gonna unlock some kind of not a mini game, but you know, like a little side thing. See, now that everybody's done their re-clears this week, there's a hell of a lot more people with that giant ring on their back. It's only gonna get worse later when there's even more people with a giant ring floating behind them. Next week, right? Yeah. Welcome back! I just received word from Mr. Tataru. What's this about portraitists and sky pirates? It's a hell of a long story, Majima, but I got time. Red Bill Leofard gave you bits for the necklace. Seems to be a leather strap of sorts. And an antique one at that. Wait a moment. I recognize this design from my studies. This is a relic of the ancient city of Mach. It is said that Machi sorcerers would weave these cords with magics to make them unbreakable. You'd be hard-pressed to find better material for a necklace. Oh, Mistress Tataru will be so delighted. She chatted endlessly about how pleased she was to know the Red Bills and what sorts of products might prove useful to our daring new friends. And the Rose Knights have already placed an order for the garrison, so all in all, I believe our latest endeavor was a brilliant success. As always, we shall be on the lookout for new areas of opportunity, so I hope we can count on you to serve as our charming emissary again. In fact, I believe Mistress Tataru will insist upon it. Until next time! Right on. See you in 4 months! Oh, here it is. You may now purchase portraits from Dermert by speaking to him in Ishgard. I'm guessing they'll add more to this next patch. So, yeah, 4 months. See you in New Year's. New Year's time. The Scions had the help of many souls in gathering refined adamantite, did you not? Even those who were not part of the Ilsabard contingent. Perhaps there's an opportunity there. Shall speak to Mistress Tataru post haste. Isn't that what she says that precedes, or that kind of prefaces the questline we're doing right now? Or that we just did a part of? Dude, look at that. You can make art with these rings. My god, the L is in run is so weird. Like, you can make people stand in a certain way. Like, somebody's gonna make, like, the Olympic rings with these. They're gonna have their friends stand in a way to make the multicolored rings for the Olympics, you know? Somebody's gonna see this and get that idea if they haven't already. Somebody will make a picture like that. Because every job class or role has a different colored ring, I believe. So you really could recreate the Olympics logo with that. Just have everybody with their backs facing the camera once everybody has their chest piece, right? I like the purple one. Let me check. Is that like melee DPS or range DPS? It's gotta be melee because there's a dragoon there. It is. It's the melee one. Yeah. Damn, they are all set for savage rating, that person. Holy shit. The overmelds and everything. Although I didn't check the item level, but I'm pretty sure they got the crafted gear for appropriate for the savage tier. Speaking of, that's what I wanted to start the stream with. Let's go do that now. Aporia! Pitoria! It just reminds me of that. When Peter Griffin from Family Guy made his own country for a while. In his house, Pitoria. My cousin used to just laugh his ass off at the name of it. Just saying the name Pitoria laughed his fucking balls off. He laughed his balls off at that. It was hilarious. He loved that episode just for that. How many times they said it, he just thought the name was hysterical. I shall do as Master Fortuno commanded and compile our research before sending it before the forum. We read this before. Paperwork of all matters has been my forte, yada yada. Recount tales of Abyssos and beyond. Hey, milady. It's been a while. Leon, may I have a moment? If you would be so inclined, I would very much like to hear the story of your battles in Abyssos and Tartaros. Okay. While I have no difficulty producing reports for the forum with a general summation of events, I could use some help with the finer details. For the record, you know? Sure. I got you. For the record, you say? Come now, be honest and admit it's to sate your own curiosity. I've seen the tomes you've left scattered about the laboratory, bestiaries of creatures both real and imagined. Isn't this almost exactly what he said last time, when we unlocked the first Savage tier? I will not, and I dare say should not, deny an intellectual stake in the matter. But surely Leon will understand that a thorough recounting will help Professor Claudian's research as well. Now then, whenever you're ready. These two always bicker, don't they? Oy. At least about their priorities, I guess. Fascinating. As you say, the savage creation you encountered in Abyssal bears more than a few similarities to the Carbuncle. Could it be that the arcane entities we know now had their origins in ancient times? Just as curious was your story of the keyword who was melded with the Tree of Legend. Where do the limits of the Hemetheos creation process lie, I wonder? And how do such creatures even survive once molded? Oy, well, about that, she didn't actually survive. Unfortunately. As expected, you cannot help yourself from asking ever more questions. What purpose would such knowledge serve? She's like, I've had it with this fucking party pooper. Oh, Rusinad, one day you too shall develop the keen instincts of a researcher. Then you shall understand that it is impossible not to wonder, once the spark of imagination has been struck. Leon's stories have already set several theories stirring in my mind, and I feel even more bubbling just under the surface. Take Hephaestus, for example. It would not be a great leap to assume that he studied at length the regenerative and death-defying properties of the phoenix. And that is just the tip of the proverbial bird. Iceberg video incoming. Just kidding around. You are free to exercise your imagination all you like, but need I remind you, these reports are meant to be submitted to Master Fortuno himself. I implore you to exercise restraint. Yeah. Don't go embellishing and making the Savage tier harder than it needs to be, alright? Professor Claudian would have encouraged me, you know. He thrives on theories and imagination. But I do understand your point, Rusinad. If I were to submit such a report to Master Fortuno, I would soon thereafter be forced to write a formal apology. Yeah, see? Fortuno is not a fan of embellishments that make Savage tier content too damn hard compared to the original. I'm just dicking around, by the way. I know Savage is supposed to be hard. I'm just, you know. This has been a running gag, I think, since I met the Wandering Minstrel in Realm Reborn, right? How his embellishments with the Savage and extreme content for Realm Reborn and Heavensward. I don't know about the first one. I'm gonna go with the second one. He doesn't look like someone you'd want to make mad. But please, take it easy. I was hoping you'd be more supportive, Leon. Very well, I shall include only conjecture that is directly relevant to the contents of the report. Now I should set ink to paper and let the wonder of theory guide my hand. Within reason, of course. Yet I cannot help but dream ever larger. There are no bounds to what the mind can imagine. And if there are, let us both strive to find them, Leon. Okay. Pandemonium Abyssal Savage, now accessible. See, unlocking the Savage and extreme content for, you know, trials and raids, it's canonical to unlock them. Doing them is completely up to you, though. And you get that message when you talk to, what's his name, right? When you unlock the very first Savage raid ever, which was the second tier of the Bahamut raids, the Savage mode for that, with the Wandering Minstrel, the game literally gives you a little message at the bottom that says, doing this is purely for glory, nothing else. It's like it's not part of the story. It's just for fun, basically. It's just for glory, like it says, for fun and glory, to take on this challenge doing Savage content. And the reason I'm bringing this up right now is because there was somebody, when I was watching a blind playthrough, another Twitch streamer's blind playthrough of Endwalker. Well, in his case, he was actually just replaying it, but actually watching the cutscenes instead of skipping them. He decided to give the story a shot. He was reacting to the scenes that he had missed, basically. replaying on an alt, and when he got to the end and talked about the, or when he got to the end and Xenos makes that whole statement where he says that you like to seek out adventure for its own sake, you like to seek out newer and greater challenges than opponents and adventure, yada yada, for its own sake, and he calls you an adventurer for doing that, right? And no other reason. You're not just a hero for the sake of being a hero. You also get a thrill out of it, is basically what Xenos is saying to your character, right? And yeah, a lot of us answered honestly, saying, yeah, that we can't deny that, right? I said that honestly, before I even got to that part, I was saying constantly, I live for adventure. You know, role-playing as my character Leon here, going through the whole story. On stream, I said several times, yeah, I'm an adventurer. I live for this kind of thing. Let's go. Let's do it, right? I would always respond like that to NPCs whenever they would say something that was along those lines. So I was like, well, I can't deny it. I was like, that was an easy choice for me. I was like, I can't deny what Xenos is accusing me of. I've been saying it the whole fucking Final Fantasy XIV marathon. Well, the FF14 segment of the marathon. I've been saying it the whole time. Like, yeah, I like adventure. I like, you know, broadening my horizons, seeing new places, seeking out new challenges to overcome. Canonically, this is true of your character. Well, if you roleplay, everybody can make their character their own personality. So, but canonically, this was true for me, right? And when you look at just the story content and side content and everything like that, the canonical stuff, yeah, you can do that. But there was this guy, this dude who, like, his paragraph was so big it didn't even fit in this person's Twitch chat. When he got to this part, he went, it was just one message, and it was a really long one, but it was a rant. He started going on, this was obviously a copy pasta. It obviously was not on this stream where somebody said it. Somebody was just doing, somebody copied it from wherever it came from and put it there. Maybe it was even a Reddit post for all I know. But this person, whoever it was, whoever the originator was, they literally said, they sounded so angry. They were like saying, I can't believe how many people, like, I'm paraphrasing here, okay? They were basically saying, everybody just plays through Endwalker and gets to the end, and then all of us just fucking lie to Xenos. Everyone just lies to Xenos and says that they can't deny his accusations, but they're all just a bunch of liars because, like, half the people playing this game don't even do Savage content or Ultimate Raids, or they don't finish things like Bosnia and Eureka. Like, the only people who can be honest about, like, who can actually say that they actually seek out challenges are people who've done, like, all the relics and do all the Savage content and the Ultimate content. Like, basically, he's trying to say that, like, only people who actually 100% this game and all the side content, including non-canon side content, like the Savage Raids and stuff, are, like, the only people who deserve to actually answer that way to Xenos. Like, this person was, like, legitimately upset. Like, it's like, dude, calm the fuck down. Who the hell cares, man? He was so angry. Like, no wonder he got turned into a copy pasta. That fool deserved it to be clowned on like that. Like, how do you take it that seriously? It almost reminds me of that person who was angry, the people who were angry at Rich Campbell for clearing, DSR, or not DSR, sorry, or did he? No. It was the other Ultimate Raids he did, right? The UCOB, I think, and Uwu. The other Ultimates. When he got those clears and people were so pissed off. And it was like, there was like this whole thing. Like, Jesus Christ. People were so angry. It's like, why does this shit matter this much? like, it was harder back then, but congrats. You know, that meme, basically. The but congrats meme. It was like along those lines, basically. This guy was so pissed off that people said they can't deny Xenos' accusations. Just because he felt like the majority of players, which is true, the majority of players don't actually do all that stuff. Like, the high-end content. It's what gets most attention. But that's not the majority of players. It's actually a minority of players. The hardcore players are actually a minority. But it does bring a lot of attention to the game, right? It's like right now, FF14 has bumped up to like the top 2 rows of the top categories on Twitch just because of the new Savage content that came out today. So it is one of the most viewed things. But it's still, you know, just a small chunk of the player base that does it. Everybody else is all fucking, you know, just chilling with their friends, doing whatever, casual content, and ERPing and Limsa and Ulda, whatever the hell the kids get up to these days, and Balmung, I guess, and, you know, I'm dicking around, but, you know, you get what I mean. It's just kind of crazy to see somebody take the game so seriously that they get like they take the game and the story so seriously that they get angry at the fact that other people are giving a response he feels they don't deserve to give because of just because they don't, not everybody playing this game challenges themselves to do like the absolute hardest content. It's like, dude, why do you have so much energy? Like, get a life, dude. Like, Jesus Christ, why do you care so much how other people play this game? And whether or not they give a response you think they're worthy of during MSQ, for fuck's sake. You know? To think that tainted this person's, because, like, that was basically one aspect. They made it pretty clear that was just one aspect of multiple things they didn't like about Endwalker. Like, they were saying that was part of a longer rant. I could tell from the way it was written. That they did not like Endwalker, and that was just a huge part of why they didn't like it. Was just that last part with Xenos, and the fact that he thinks that a lot of people were, like, lying when they answered Xenos the way they did. Saying that they can't deny his accusation and all that. Dude was so mad. I was like, Jesus Christ. Pretty funny to read that, though. I was like, holy shit. This dude is pissed. That's why I brought it up and had to rant about it a little bit myself, because I just thought that was fucking hilarious. I was like, some people, man. Some people. People are scary. Anyway, I came here because I know there's another quest that also popped up. Well, we only got about, well, about 20 minutes, but maybe I'll go for another hour for this particular video because I'm going to sleep right after I'm done anyway. Let's go see. What is this? Shadowed Pass. I don't remember hearing about this in the patch notes. So I do wonder, is it going to be a short little one-off side quest, or is this going to be like setting up another long chain of quests like Tataru's quest line for future patches? Something has this Radiant Scout unnerved. Oh! It's the little eyeball that we saw. I forgot to comment on it, didn't I? The little eyeball, the single little Hectai eyeball slime that we saw roll by during MSQ, the end of MSQ, when we were giving Zero a tour of Razatan, right? And towards the end of the tour, before we finished the last MSQ for 6.2, we saw it go shuffle by. Alright, yeah, I'm curious about this. That was kind of, I thought that was just like a mini, like, lighthearted cliffhanger for 6.3 MSQ, but I guess they're gonna cover it in this little side quest. What's this about? Ah, Master Leon, you couldn't have appeared at a better time. What's up, dude? You see, while out patrolling the city, I chanced the sight of Voidsent. Leon's like,
What the fuck?
I immediately chased it down with the intent of eliminating it, but something about it struck me as odd. For one, it made no move to defend itself, but simply sat there, jiggling. Jiggling, you say? Which is why, against my better judgment, I decided to capture it instead. Having traveled to the Void, I dare say you have considerable knowledge of its denizens. If you have a moment, might I trouble you for your opinion on the creature's unusual behavior? Okay. I'm truly grateful. Now, if you would follow me, the creature is being held in the Hall of the Radiant Host. Lead the way, my good sir. I wonder where this is going. I think I forgot to comment on it because I was more focused, or maybe I did make a little comment when we saw it, like, roll by during 6.2 MSQ, but, like, obviously I was more focused on what was the main part of the story, so. Thinking about it more and more, though, that is kind of concerning. Where did that Voidsent come from if we closed the gate right after we came back with, Zero? Yeah, there it is, look. So tiny. The mini Hectai, it's only one eye. The Voidsent glowers in your direction but says nothing. Can it even talk? But now mouth. Here it is! Excuse me. What do you got? Surprisingly docile, even when I captured it. There have been no reports of attacks prior to that. Even so, it's the nature of Voidsent to prey on people for their ether. Perhaps it bides its time, waiting to carry out some manner of scheme. You! I remember you. Yes, you were at Troya. Please, you must help me. Shit. You were at the castle? Oh god. Is he like a half-devoured Voidsent from that Barbaritia 8? You were at the castle? See if he clarifies who he was. Indeed I was, but I've since fled here. I see that. The hell did you get here? I understand the mortal tongue well enough, but I don't have a mouth to produce the sounds. It's been a struggle to convey my thoughts. But not anymore. You can help me, yes you can. I'm starting to get flashbacks to the little troll in, underneath Old Charlian in Labyrinthos. Y'all remember that little side quest, right, during Endwalker? The little troll? You can converse with the Voidsent? Amazing. Could you ask it why it came here? Sure. Alright, what's up, buddy? What do you need help with and why are you here? What's going on? When you and yours stormed the castle, I was caught up in the fighting and died. In time, I returned, but I tired of fighting. So I fled, using the gate to your world. Oh, so I killed you? Having just been reborn, however, my essence hadn't fully bound together yet. And so, when I emerged from the gate, it was as several sundered selves. Oh god, there's a... You're saying there's 100 of you running around right now? In this area? Frightened and confused, they scattered. Following their trail led me here, my diminutive size allowing me to remain largely unseen. But by the same token, I can do little more than sneak about. Each of us was weak and powerless. That's why we consumed one another in the first place. Together we were strong. I want you to help me find all of me so that I can be whole again. What did you intend to do in this? The Space Ghost thing. Why live here, of course. I've always wanted to. We still remember the past, you see. Still remember when we were mortals. We long to have that life again. But we need your help, starting by reuniting us. We won't try to devour anyone even when we're whole, I swear. You better not. You wish to learn more about the Void, yes? There's much we can teach you about those who rule its domains. About their past. Find the others and they'll tell you all they know. No eating, no tricks. Do we have a bargain? Okay. So it's like this, dude. So it crossed over to our world to escape conflict and now searches for the rest of itself? Yeah, he's basically an interdimensional refugee. I understand Voidsent are quite reliable when it comes to fulfilling a pact, and I dare say having one as an ally would benefit our research into their world. Very well. If you would be so kind as to search for its kin, I will consult my superiors on how best to deal with them. Alright. Leave it to me, buddy. By that, I take it we have a bargain. Good, good. I sense 4 others close by. When you find them, you need only point them in this direction. Once they sense my presence, I can guide them the rest of the way. Sounds good. My thanks again for your help. If you could see the other Voidsent back here, I will tend to the rest. Right on. Like me, the others have an interest in the lives of mortals. They are bound to be here in this city. Fair enough. Time to play hide and seek with little eyeballs. There's one. Hey, buddy. What's that? I asked you to search for me? In exchange for knowledge about powerful Voidsent? Yeah. I was still wanting to see this and that, but I suppose a deal is a deal. God, we have to explain it to every single piece of them that we find, don't we? Every little eyeball. Those men over there. Soldiers, are they not? We used to have soldiers in our world, too. There were lots of them during the Contra Memoria. Ah, back from Weaver's Warding, are you? I hear you fought well against the Voidsent that slipped through. Come now, I merely did my duty. Haven't we all sworn to protect our nation no matter the cost? Protect our nation. How familiar are those words? Where was it that I heard them? Ah, yes. It was the early days of the Contra Memoria. The enemy had conjured a terrible Eidolon, or Eidolon, as Hope from FF13 said it. I think that's how you pronounce it. Had laid siege to a fortress. The garrison was made up of ordinary soldiers, men and women with no remarkable abilities, but led by their valiant commander, they fought bravely and desperately. They had to last until the Memoriat arrived, the commander told them. They needed to hold out no matter the cost. The Memoriat did eventually arrive, but not soon enough for the soldiers. It's crazy to think all the Voidsent used to be humans. It's not kinda sad, it's sad. What happened to the 13th? The Ascians really fucked that place up. More than they wanted to, too. Having struck down the Eidolon, the Memoriat and his servant reached the castle for survivors. They found only the dead. Damn. I'll hold this later. But just when they had given up all hope, a faint groaning reached their ears. They rushed over to the sound and cleared away debris. To find the lone survivor, the garrison commander. Instead of joy, however, the sight of the man filled them with anger. I like that it's playing the theme from the 13th, like the music we heard there. Your soldiers are slaughtered to a man, yet there's barely a scratch on you. What's the meaning of this? This is what the 13th used to look like, huh? The Eidolon was savage but mindless. It was a simple thing to hide myself beneath fallen debris. Hide? As commander, you had a duty to your men. You were supposed to put their lives before your own. Spare me! My duty was to ensure the fortress stood, and it did! Besides, my death would have achieved nothing. Honor be damned. No, I'm sworn to protect our nation, and to do that I must live. It isn't my fate to fall here. It isn't your fate, you say? Uh-oh. He's gonna kill him. Oh, shit, dude. He straight up cut his head off! Censored, but it looked like it was, you know... Is he... I was gonna play a sound effect, but that went too fast. Jesus. Merely unconscious. Come, let us bury the soldiers. And their commander with him. Oh my god, he buried him alive just to take it out? Just to fucking punish him for that? Jesus. Fate shall decide what becomes of him, whether he lives or dies. Very well, my lord. Pretty realistic, though. The bastard lived. Funeral rites were later held for the fallen, but solemn tears quickly gave way to horrified screams as the body emerged from the earth. The commander. I can't die. I must live, the man is said to have declared. The people thought him a demon, a disheveled horror, muttering curses as he wandered off to regions unknown. Scarmilione, they called him, a name befitting his newfound grisly visage. Or visage, I guess. A name befitting a monster. So that's who Scarmilione is. Holy shit, I didn't think this quest was gonna give us, like, backstory lore. Or background lore, I guess. Backstory, yeah. On, the Four Fiends, but I guess that's where we're getting. We thought we buried him deep, but a mortal's desire to live is not to be underestimated. You're immortal, so I expect you understand that desire. Yeah. Well, that concludes my tale. I had best rejoin my selves, if you'll excuse me. It's kind of cute. Seeing it go. Kind of a little nasty little sound, but still. Holy shit, are they all gonna give us that much lore? This is gonna take as long as I thought it would. I should have started this tomorrow. I kind of wanted to get it all in one stream, though. That's the thing. I feel like if I would have saved this for tomorrow, it would be like a half an hour or 1 hour stream, depending on how long this actually turns out to be. And then it would just feel too short. So... The dancers took my attention for a second. I was like, oh right, there's dancers here. So this is where mortals consume ether. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say. That story hella distracted me. I wonder if every time we visit a new reflection of the source, we're gonna hear different terms for things we see here. Like how they call... what's their... primals, they call... primals or acons, they call them eidolons, like in FF13, right? What if in a different reflection, they're gonna be called espers, which is another term we've heard for summons, essentially. For the summon creatures in the Final Fantasy series, right? We might hear them called espers in a different reflection of the source someday. But anyway, I also like that they made it... they have given Voidsent a way to actually coexist with us. Because they only need ether to survive, that doesn't mean they actually need to kill and consume an actual person like us. For the ether they need. Like we saw with Zero, they can literally just consume food like us. Even if they don't eat it, they can still just absorb the ether from the food and it's the same. So we can actually coexist. Even if they're, you know, little monsters like this. So this guy can actually start a new life here is what I'm getting at. He doesn't, he can actually live peacefully with us. As long as he doesn't eat people. So this is where mortals consume ether. Yeah. Dreading loneliness more than hunger. How very like me. If you don't mind, though, I'd like to observe the mortals a while longer. Alright. That is true. Under certain circumstances, we can dread loneliness more than hunger. That is, yeah. That is why food is a social thing for us, actually. I guess it stands to reason they go hand in hand when they're both, like, essential necessities, right? For our psychology and everything. Never thought about that before. That's why food brings people together, then. Or one reason, I guess. The food here is simply sublime! Why, I feel stronger with every bite, as if the Murga themselves were granting me their blessing. The food is tasty, that's true enough, but no food is so sublime as to be a substitute for proper training, my friend. Stronger with every bite, every feed. For my part of the bargain, I will tell you about how we Voidsent become strong. Simply put, it depends on the quality and quantity of ether we harbor. When the world was consumed by darkness, the heroes known as Memoriates arose as powerful Voidsent. In contrast, the vast majority of mortals, powerless and unremarkable as they were, became ordinary Voidsent, like me. There were exceptions, of course, but one in particular I'll never forget. They all have a story. Since there's 4 of them, it might be literally all 4 fiends, right? Oh no, this is... Scarmiglione. Never had I seen a Voidsent so craven. Even when pushed to the brink of starvation, he would prey only on those weaker than himself. He subsisted on scant leavings and lived in constant fear and hunger. Really? In the face of danger, a Voidsent stronger than himself, fleeing was the only option. But a day came when he found his way barred. How pitiful. Oh, Golbez? This is such overwhelming ether. Who is this? You fled instead of facing your foe. Why? Why? I'm too weak. Why else? I would have been devoured. So had you enough strength, you would have stood your ground? Very well then. Well, what's happening? Yes, I feel it. The power swelling within me. Lo, your foe returns. The Doom Gaze or Death Gaze? Kind of looks like a classical version of it, but Death Gaze in this in FF14 looks very different, of course. Well, not too different, just like a bigger version of that, but also more like a little bit more like a dragon, like an FF9. Yes. What have you done to me? I granted you but a sliver of Ethan. 'Twas with the power you already possessed that you defeated your foe. You didn't know how strong he was? I possess such power? Fear had clouded your eyes, blinded you to the strength you had attained feeding on the weak. If you would free yourself from fear, then join me. You shall have a greater cause to live for and know true power. Where the hell did Golbez come from? Give me a sec. Shit. Bad timing. Whoa. Second. Curious how, in a world without death, the fear of it could be the key to greater strength, to great strength. Oh, there's a little eyeball watching. I see it. Curious how, in a world without death, the fear of it could be the key to great strength. The knight recognized this. Recognized the Voidsent's potential, and thus did he take him into his service. I guess that is kind of interesting, yeah. In a world where you can't die. Well, I guess it is still just painful being consumed by someone else, though. Even if you don't die, you become a part of someone else when your ether is consumed. I can see that still being, yeah, painful and discomforting. Or uncomfortable, I guess. Anyway. Determined as he is to live, it wouldn't surprise me if he were still somewhere out there. Oof, I got news for you. He'd be even more powerful now, I expect, from all the devouring he would have done since. Unlike your world, eating actually makes you stronger in ours. Oh, really? Yeah, we don't get stronger from food unless we exercise afterwards. If we don't work out, that food just turns into useless fat. And nothing else. Well, I must be going now. The others are waiting. I suppose fat does have its uses, though. It does insulate you in the winter. Or keeps you warm in the winter because of its insulation. Or I just say in cold climates. Why now? I like an eyelash trying to... It's fucking with me. So is this... I wonder if this is all just lore surrounding Scarmaleone then. My man here is doing the same fucking questline. My other self grows lonely, you say? My apologies. It was my intent to seek out the others, but I was distracted by the bickering pair of mortals yonder. My goodness, but there's been some colorful language. Oh, really? Has anyone said this?
You bastard!
Oh no, but close enough. To hell's with your father. You shouldn't need his permission just to leave the god's damned house. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Please, mind your language. What would father say if he were to hear you? Ugh. It's always father this, father that with you. I'm sick of it. You're your own woman now. Bloody act like one for a change. This is strangely familiar in my personal life, believe it or not. Colorful language, yes? Not from the girl, though. Oh no, she appears to be quite well bred. Nice choice of words there. She appears to be quite well bred. Right. I know what he actually means, but come on. The wording, man. What the fuck? I just hope she's happier than a girl I knew long, long ago. Yes, that for those who didn't get it. Okay, maybe this is actually about someone else. Maybe Barbaricia? Looks like it could be, yeah. Wayward Hecate, that girl was born into a family of thugs who suddenly found themselves nobility. She was raised as a noblewoman and had servants tending to her every need. But in the end, she was merely a beautiful bird kept in a gilded cage. It's gotta be Barbaricia. Wanting her to be a proper lady, her parents presided over all aspects of her life. They decided everything for her, telling her what to say and do. Or maybe it's the one... Maybe it's actually the Voisin that Scarmilione killed or finished off after we defeated her in the dungeon. Chafing from the fetters of a restrictive life, she solicited her handmaiden's aid and stole outside the manor, where she enjoyed a moment of bliss unbeknownst to her parents. Or so she thought. It was not long before her father dragged her back to her room, barring the door and windows and denying her even the simple pleasure of an afternoon breeze. Even a bird in a cage may chirp freely, but she wasn't even suffered to give voice to her desires. But she wouldn't be deterred. Having once tasted sweet freedom, she yearned for more. And one day she succeeded in sneaking out of the manor a second time. Whew! Looks like a place in North Shroud. I know it's just a coincidence, but still, it kind of looks like they reused that area. Maybe. You're late. I was beginning to think you wouldn't come. If you're expecting your friends, I'm afraid they're not coming. Oh! Busted. Oh, that's creepy. Father! How did you... What do you mean? They're not coming. I had known that some miscreants were cavorting in these parts, but to think that they'd dare to try to consort with my daughter? Well, you needn't worry about them anymore. They're food for the fishes now. Oh, holy shit, he killed them. How could you do this, Father? Why must you torment me so? Know your place, girl. You are a means for our family to gain influence, and I won't have you sullying yourself with riffraff. She's just a tool. She's like, oh, I see how it is now. I'm not even a fucking person to you, am I? I'm just a means to an end. You will not leave your chambers save with my permission, nor will you disobey me again. If you do so, there will be severe consequences. Am I understood? I wanted to sound like the big cheese from Resident Evil 4. I said, am I understood? He's about to kill him. He's like, loud and clear, bitch. To hell. What did you say? She's got a weapon! She's got a hatchet! The botanist symbol on it. Oh! Get fucking wrecked, old man. I said, go to hell! Oh shit. That was meant to be her raging, not him going... More like, That's more like what he did. Just like Kendo. Dead as hell. Ground zombie meat. Oh, to think that it could be so exhilarating to speak my mind! To do as I please! Oh, here we go. No more living in a cage. From this moment on, I am free. Free as the wind! It is somewhere in fucking Gridania. It is reused assets. Okay, I thought so. I was like, this looks too... Which is fine. I don't care, but it's just funny to... I was like, this is with Black Shroud, yeah. The young woman struck out on her own, and in her travels discovered her true calling. Not in the halls of lords and ladies, but on the battlefield. She became a force of nature, famed for her striking beauty which belied a terrible savagery. And with this new life, she also claimed a new name. Barbaricia. Oh, okay, so it was her. Not the other less significant chick that got devoured by Scarmiglione. Literally a bird trapped in a cage. Indeed, she found her freedom, but did she also find happiness, I wonder? Did she also find happiness, I wonder? I suppose I'll never know, nor does it matter, nor for the world that once was is no more. Oh, but goodness me, I had better rejoin the others. Again, I'm really happy we're getting more backstory on the four fiends. I guess MSQ isn't going to cover them too much. They're just going to be like a one-and-done sort of thing. You just kill them off and move on. So they save the extra backstory for a side quest like this. It's kind of cool. I like that. But yeah, I mean, that's what happens. You keep someone imprisoned under any circumstances, but especially in hers, where she was completely isolated from the rest of the world for whatever reason. And yeah, you're creating a monster. It's no surprise she turned out the way she did. I mean, yeah, it wasn't that hard for her to rebel against her father once he practically came out and admitted to her that she was nothing more than a fucking tool for him. She didn't even think of him as or she didn't even think of her, or he didn't even think of her as a fucking a human being, a person, or even his daughter. He's just like, just using her. It's like as soon as he admitted that to her, of course she went on a fucking rampage and just said, well, fuck you too then, and just fucking killed him. Deleted his ass. Ah, what a refreshing breeze. What's up, buddy? The other cells are waiting for you. Come to return to the others? Ah, they should come here! He does have a hell of a nice view here. We got shitty weather, but with clear weather, this is actually a nice view. I've been here with clear weather before. It's really good. Would you look at this beautiful, boundless sky? Mortals take to the air from here, do they not? It is an airship landing, yes. Would that I had wings to soar among the clouds myself. I agree. But we Voidsent are not wont to roam, you see. The mightiest among us carve out domains, while the rest labor to stay in their good graces. Now, the master of a domain seldom ventures outside, for it is in one's territory that one is strongest. For some, however, such confinement proved trying, as was the case for a certain Voidsent I knew. And who's going to talk about now? Which one? Oh, now we're getting the backstory on that chick, right? Maybe? Oh no, it's Barbaricia again. So two of these were of Scarmiglione, and the other two stories were of Barbaricia. It seems we found them in the intended order. Because we literally learned of Scarmiglione before he turned into a Voidsent, and then the next Hektai we found was, you know, after that, when he was a Voidsent. And now the same thing was with Barbaricia. We found the one when she was human, and now we found the one telling us the story of after she turned into a Voidsent. So we found them in the right order by total coincidence, I guess. I speak of the free-spirited terror Barbaricia. When she first established her domain, she whiled away the days waiting for her minions to bring her prey. The ether amassed from these offerings were devoted to the singular pleasure of caring for her silky, flowing locks. But the resources of her domain were not without their limits. Well, she certainly cared for her hair. So, me and a few other adventurers found out firsthand on Pat's Day. It was only when none remained to oppose her that she realized she was a prisoner in her own domain. And unless she broke free, she would inevitably wither away alone. Not knowing what to do, she had fallen into the depths of despair. Good thing, well, unfortunately for us, unless this was way before that happened, Medion's effects did not reach the reflections of the source. When the hand of salvation came to pull her out, at this rate, my precious hair will frazzle and fray. Had I only the strength to leave my domain. If strength is your desire, that is easily granted. He just appears out of nowhere. The Giga Chad. The Giga Chad Golbez over here. Who are you? So much power surging through me! Soundbite did the A part, so. What will you do with it? What is it you desire? What I desire? What I desire is... And just like that, she became the new Wind Mommy, right? He replaced Garuda. I'm just calling back to what that other player said, what that other player said to me when I did Barbaricia for the first time. Came in and said hi. It was on stream. I think I read it out loud. It was on stream. I came in with Crimson and said hi, and they were like, "Welcome to New Wind Mommy." Ah, I love this community. You remove your very domain. Impressive. That I can do such a thing. What have you done to me? I granted you ether, nothing more. It was your will that made it possible. My will? Even so, no matter where you should go, there is naught but darkness. What could your destination possibly be? Destination? I have no need of such. I wish but to be free, like the wind. In a world that has met its end, rare indeed is the soul who desires freedom so ardently that she could will her very domain to move. Oh, so no one else can do that, huh? Recognizing this quality, the knight would grant her more power and a place of command in his mighty army. See, this is kind of why I wanted to go back before queuing up for the trial after upgrading my gear. I wanted to go back and re-queue from the actual spot, because I wanted to, while we were waiting in queue, even though I knew it was going to be mostly instant because we were both tanks, I wanted to see the environment a little bit more before we entered the actual fight. I guess we wouldn't have seen that much more, though. But, you know, since my co-tank and partner wanted to just queue up faster, I just did it from Radz@Han, knowing I wouldn't make it back in time. A story worthy of our bargain, I trust. I might have had more to tell had I not fallen off her domain. It seems you mortals also have a fondness for flying. I'd certainly like to try riding one of these airships of yours. Well, you might get the chance, don't worry. Wait, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. You might get the chance. You never know. Don't worry about it, buddy. Maybe I can arrange that for you. If you're nice enough. But perhaps another time. My other selves will be a blubbering mess if I don't hurry and rejoin them. That's true. Again, oddly endearing. Cute little eyeball. You found the last of the voice in. Time to head back to the Hall of the Radiant Host. Yep, it's my bedtime. Hopefully this is it. We can just end the stream here. And not have to split this video into two. The voice hints are all present and accounted for. So long as they remain here, we needn't worry about panic among the townsfolk. It's crazy to think the first almost ended up like the 13th, right? Everybody would have just been wandering around, just like in the 13th, everybody would have been wandering around as fucking Sin Eaters, basically. For all eternity. The weird part about that, the opposite element, light, is stasis. Death would have been permanent. So maybe it would have just become a completely lifeless void, of just pure light, just the big ball of light. No life whatsoever. Because light is stasis, right? Unlike darkness, which is a void. Yeah, maybe it wouldn't have even had a world to actually go to. It would have just been a giant ball of light. Thank you so much for finding me. I hope the knowledge I had to share was worthy of our agreement. Yeah. Well, that is a good question, though. How did you come to know the Archfiends? My other selves lived quite disparate lives, both as mortals and Voidsent, though I suppose it is rather fortuitous that they crossed paths with such powerful Voidsent. But more importantly, what they could offer was worthy of our bargain. For that, I am glad. Yeah. No problem, little buddy. Or buddies. All that remains now is for us to rejoin and become whole again. Go for it, dude. Also, there's 5 of them here. Well, I guess one of them was the one that we started the quest with, so yeah, it checks out. Huh? Is this not all of me? You are called a Hektai. And there's only 5 of you. Out of 100. There can be no other explanation. There is still more of me lost out there somewhere. But I don't sense them. Where could they have gone? There's still more of them, dude. You mean there's more of them wandering about? By the sisters. At the very least, if what you say is true, they pose no threat to the people. Until the others can be found, we will keep these 5 under our care. Alright, I'm counting on you, buddy. Should I sense the others nearby, I hope I can count on you to find them too. Yeah, of course. See you in 4 months. Yeah, because I'm guessing this is another now reoccurring ongoing questline, right? I'm guessing this is going to follow along with MSQ and give us backstory on the 4 fiends as they add more to it, because that's obviously where this is going now. We're gonna fight more of the 4 fiends next patch, and that's eventually gonna lead to some kind of showdown with Golbez eventually. That might be the end of 6.5 or something. And then something big will happen that will transition us to 7.0. So yeah, I can see the pattern they're going to follow with this. The next side quest will be backstory on whatever the next 2 Archfiends we fight will be, I guess. Regardless of whether we kill them off or not. Would you tell us of your recent adventures when you next return? I promise to make it worth your while. Yeah, no problem, little buddy. Can arrange that. You needn't worry about these Voidsent. Not a one shall escape my sight. And nor will you escape theirs. See you guys later. Alright, that's it. Officially done with all of 6.2's content. Except for obviously the Savage tier. Which I'm not doing, but I'm curious. It goes, yeah, not here. It goes here, right? I don't even have the item globe for it, so yeah, I couldn't do it if I wanted to. I still gotta do my weekly re-clears of, or pay out the ass for crafted gear. I would have to do weekly re-clears, which I am doing, of course, of, not re-clears. Well, yeah, that in part, but also the weekly tomes is what I meant. Yeah. Once I top off, probably tomorrow, the week or the day after, I'll see what new causality gear I can buy. I have the ring right now, right? The lunar one, yeah, the Lunar Envoy's ring. I'll either buy another ring. Actually, when it's new, they only let you have 1 of each, so no. I'll probably be a waste because it'll tell me you can't have another one. So I'll probably get the bracelet. Just work my way up. Since I can't have 2 of these, I might as well upgrade this. Maybe I can do that right now. Oh wait, I need a Naglea coin. I have to do the Alliance raid. Never mind. Oh well. Besides, if I do Expert and level 90 dungeons, well, mostly the Expert one, enough times, I'll probably eventually just find the ring from that, which is higher than this. Like, yeah. I just get the ring from the dungeon, so never mind. It's not even really worth going after astronomy gear anymore. Not when the new dungeon gear is more superior right now. It's superior, and you can just do the weekly tomestones for this instead. the lunar stuff. But until I do, it is a good contingency. Wait, no. Nope, every slot I have is already as high, if not higher, than astronomy gear, so yeah. There's no point. They're already useless. Not a bad thing, it's just like, okay, now I know I can just save them for next fucking raid tier and turn them in for whatever, for causality tombstones, I guess. When that happens. 8 months from now. Alright. Still curious to see the market real quick to see what, oh yeah, the Aetheryte Plaza. What is the next, the price of the bracelet that I'll be getting? Or maybe I can just buy it right now. I'm here, might as well. The bracelets offending. 375. Nope, I'll have enough by tomorrow though. And then it's back to waiting an entire week again before I can get another one. It is what it is. The rest of these are going to take 2 weeks apiece. Because of the weekly cap on 450 tomes per week, right? So an average of 2 weeks for the hats, the gloves, the shoes. Right? Yeah. And then... it's gonna take like a month. Wait, no. 2 weeks. Yeah, it's still about 2 weeks, even for the arm and the legs, too. Maybe 2.5-ish, but you can't do that, so it would probably take 3 in some cases. So yeah, it'll be a while. And since we're here, might as well see how the rest of the completed set looks. For the... well, actually, I already showed it on stream, didn't I? Fuck it, we're done. Here, let me see. Yeah, they are pretty big gauntlets. I just saw that. Whoa, we're meant to do this. Oh yeah, I'm going for the gloves. Hell yeah. Look, you can't even see the pants. You see what I'm talking about? It almost looks like the pants I'm already wearing, which are these ones that I have on right now. Yeah, so fuck the leg piece. I'm going for the arm piece next week. Next Tuesday, baby. We're getting the gloves. Hell yeah. And then, yeah, that'll be it. And the week after that is just the legs. Cool. What do the other ones look like so I can recognize them when I see them out on the street? Let's see. Maiming is the purple one, right? Okay. The shape isn't any different, is it? No, but that is a sick-ass purple. Holy shit. That's fucking cool. Maiming is so cool. It's fitting for Dragoons and Reapers. I like it. Alright, now we got Striking, which is, Monks and Samurais. Holy shit, it's a completely different helmet. Everything. Jesus Christ! Your head's actually gone. Like, that's... yeah, it's like this helmet replaces your actual character's head and face. It's with a fireball behind a mask that's hollow. Like a hollowed mask. You see that? The inside of the mask is literally just hollowed out and there's just a fireball in it. Like, what the hell happened to my character's face? He literally turned into a fucking demon of some kind. Fists of Fury. This is for samurais and monks, huh? Alright. What do we got for, I suppose this wouldn't be any different, would it? Or are they different? No, the Savage gear looks exactly the same. It just has better stats is all. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Just better stats. Item level 630 as opposed to, Oh, but see, now I can try it with the weapon too, right? I feel like it fits Dark Knight the most. Oh, hell yeah, bro. Damn! Now, the weapon can only be gotten through Savage, so... The weapon proves you beat Savage. You can't get a normal version of this one, only Savage, so... What does Gunblade look like? Eh. I've never found another Gunblade that really catches my attention. That's why I'm just still using the collector's edition for Shadowbringers, the Squall Gunblade. Because obviously I'm also a fucking Squall fanboy, but... What does the partisan look like? Matches the color. The purple gear, yeah. The sickle. Oh, it's fucking sick, dude. A double scythe. A double legend. Carve out someone's eyes. Samurai sword. Okay, it's on fire. Xenos is gonna have one of these soon. 8 clears, never mind. Well, yeah, I think soon is a fair statement. By Savage standards, you know what I mean. Cool. Alright, I just want to see the magic ones now. What is this one? Black Mage? Okay, now, Helmet of Casting. Oh, snap! The coat. Arm guards. There we go. Holy shit! Is that a visor thing? No. Fuck your visor. At least you get to keep your human head. It comes with its own earrings. Yeah, that's part of the helmet, not... Those aren't earrings on your actual ear, it's on your ears, it's on the helmet. That's cool. Oops, I didn't mean to leave the menu. Ah, damn it. Alright. Arcanist Summoner. Not bad. Abyssos D-Gen. For red mages. What are they trying to say about red mages? Calling them D-Gens? What the fuck? Alright, now the Conjurer. Oh, so their armor's gonna be red. Let's see. Wrong one. Okay, that's just a flaming one of the... Like a yellow flame, basically. Sounds good. Okay, I have to leave the goddamn menu. The Scholar. Astrologian. Mm-hmm. The Wings! For the Sage. Alright, now Disciples of War 2. I forgot the range classes, right? And Ninja, too. Clavers. Oh, hell yeah. I love that my 2 favorite rolls get purple, which is way cooler than the red color. Are like my two favorite DPS job classes, basically. 3 now. Dragoon, Reaper, and Ninja. They all get to style that fucking purple plan. Or the purple color scheme with this. That's fucking cool. This clan really fits Ninja. It should too, because Ninja's gear is now the only one that's actually unique as the melee DPS. It doesn't share with any other... Or how do I put it? Like... Yeah, its gear is unique. Like, kind of how Dragoon was its own gear, and Ninja, you know, is its own gear. But now Dragoon shares with Reaper. Maybe one day they'll add another class that will share gear with Ninja, but for right now it's only Ninja's its own thing. But that's cool because it allows for unique designs like this. As you saw with Monk and Samurai, once you have two different job classes that can potentially be very different thematically, it's hard to make gear that will fit both of them at the same time without making separate designs. Luckily, Dragoon and Reaper haven't run into that problem yet. And Ninja being its own thing, of course, hasn't. Aiming is going to be, obviously, the yellow. I like how they went between yellow and purple for all this. The pistol. I'm strapped, fool. Strapped. But the lunchbox doesn't change with it. What the f... That is so jarring. The fact that this stays the same. Or is it actually different with different weapons? Is it really just meant to look like this? Because it feels like it contrasts the outfit way too much. And the gun itself. It just looks so different. Like an eyesore. Oh, here we go! My favorite ranged class. Dancer. Only because I've never tried any of the other ones. So don't take that too seriously. Yeah, I made... Without knowing that there was going to be a ranged DPS role quest in Endwalker, back in Shadowbringers, before Endwalker was even announced, I just decided to do Dancer just because, like I said, I dance in real life, so I enjoy it. So I was like, fuck it, I'll try it. And yeah, I enjoy it. As a job class as well, not just as a real life hobby and form of exercise. Excuse me. Wish I knew how all this works. I guess it doesn't matter. I won't really be dealing with it. Speaking of Dragoon sets, my man here's got it. Without the, without the helmet, but, I mean, you can fix that right now. It's such a cool looking fucking, oh, right, I should probably change Dragon first. The spear in and of itself is already kick-ass, but the fucking armor set is just amazing. It's so fucking cool. Kinda reminds you of the Exarchic armor set for Dragoon and Shadowbringers. Yeah, whatever. Oh, actually, I have to... They share gear. Yeah. That's why I'm not using that glam. See what I mean? Now that I have two job classes that share gear, it's a little harder to glam for both of them at the same time. It kinda sucks. It is what it is. I mean, we all saw this one. Yoshi P was wearing it when he came out on stage. Announcing Endwalker, right? So... Anyway, I'm just dicking around at this point. I gotta go. Alright, one last one. Fuck it. Hell yeah. I look like I should be commanding a ship on in the Navy or some shit. Like, Very military commander sort of vibe from this. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here now, for real. I had some spare time, so I was like, fuck it. Let's check out the armor real quick. And now I'm running late. I gotta go to bed. Fuck this. Alright, folks. That's it for me for now. We're back at the base, going to bed. Both me and Leon actually hitting the sack. So without further ado, I shall take my leave of you all for now. So as always, thank you all very much for watching and joining me as I ramble about random shit and do some quests on FF14. I think this will be it for FF14 content for now, for a while, because we're literally done with everything. So since I'm not planning on doing Savage content, that's pretty much it. Can't promise when I'll be back. I'm still diligently uploading or exporting videos from Twitch to YouTube right now. But I don't know if I'll wait until I finish that first, or if I'll just go ahead and start now, or like now-ish, meaning like soonish later. But like I said, I'm pretty much dead set on it. I will be starting the Metal Gear series next, and that should be a fun little playthrough. Those games are a good time. They're very convoluted stories, but they're fun. They're convoluted in a fun way. Unlike Kingdom Hearts, sadly, which had potential, but man, did they fuck it up with the third and with Kingdom Hearts 3. All that build up for that. So disappointing. You can tell I got some words to say about that. And yes, I'll eventually be playing the Kingdom Hearts series on stream someday too, but not anytime soon, though. Don't expect that anytime soon. But yeah, anyway. Metal Gear Solid... Well, Metal Gear will be next. Metal Gear 1 and 2. Then Metal Gear Solid, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's the tentative itinerary for this stream. And this YouTube channel. So until then, as always, thank you all very much for watching and supporting. Whether you watch and support on Twitch or YouTube, either way, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And as always, please take care of yourselves. Look after each other. Stay safe out there. And until next time, please have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. Peace. Always pausing and fumbling my way through the outro because I keep thinking, is there something else I wanted to say? But no, I can't think of anything. So, yeah, I'm good. Take it easy, everybody. Bye.